Yo, what's up? It's Eric. I decided I'm going to make a Darius skins tier list video. Um, Now you may be wondering, who the fuck is this Eric guy and why does his opinion on Darius skins matter to me? Well, um, this doesn't really matter to a lot of people, but I am the former rank 14 Darius North America, according to League of Graphs, 160 World as of January 2021, before the Stride Breaker dash was removed. I am currently, I don't know, like rank 160 something NA Darius on the account, quote unquote, EROC sucks, EROC space SUX, whatever. Um, so I play a lot of Darius. I've been playing Darius since like season 5. He's been my main since then. I have multiple videos about Darius. Anywho, this video is going to be, this tier list is going to be based on how the skins feel to use, not their effects, their cosmetics, price, none of that. It's purely how I feel the skins feel. So if I think the skin feels like shit, it's going in a lower tier, and if it's fluid, it's smooth, it's going in a high tier. So I guess a good place to start is with my favorite skin, and that would probably be Lord Darius. I think Lord Darius is an instant S because it is not only tied into lore, it's basically like a step up from base. So for some people that's a huge negative. When you buy a skin, you want something that's not just going to be the base skin. But the reason why I think it's good is because, first of all, this skin is what would happen if Darius took over Noxus, if he were to kill Swain and take over as the leader of Noxus. So that Lord Darius. Okay. And it doesn't have like your passive stacks are the same, your hemorrhage passive proc is the same, and it's all essentially the same except for the visuals. And I don't know, to me it's just a good looking skin. My man is suited out in chainmail. He what's it called? It to me it's just a great skin. It's just a great skin. All right. Now you think next, okay, so that means if this skin is S tier, then this is next, and everything else is in between this, right? Not really, because base Darius is a really grimy, like, not very like great looking skin. I mean, it's him in his like Noxian armor of like fucking 50 million years. But if anything, I would probably give base Darius a C tier. Very fluid, very smooth feeling. It feels amazing. Honestly, I'll put it in B. It's definitely B tier at the very least. Like there's worse skins. Like for example, I think probably out of all of these, the skin I would rate the worst feeling is probably this skin. I forgot what it was called, Chemtech or whatever it was called. Bioforge, yeah, Bioforge Darius. The Q on this skin feels terrible. The sprite for the Q looks awful. It just feels like Darius spinning has nothing to do with the actual like Q visual. Like the visual lines up with where he's going to spin, which is obvious, but like it updates with him. Like it feels like at any moment the Q, like the Q visual could just fly off of Darius on this skin. It's a 975 skin, so I mean it's like Darius's only 975 skins are like this skin, and this skin, with Academy being the cheapest at 750 for some reason. I don't know why this is the cheapest Darius skin and not Lord. Like this should actually be like a 520 RP skin. because it literally changes nothing but the visuals. Like even this skin, it changes the effects as well with this skin, this skin. Like they all, except for Academy, they all change the effects. So right now, I'm pretty satisfied with this. My next S tier, probably easily Dreadnova. Dreadnova is just, it looks the best, it feels the best, it sounds the best. Like it's the hardest to get. It's the best. Now some people might hate me for this, but Dunkmaster, easy A tier. Okay, easily feels worse than both of these skins combined. The Q the Q visual on this skin is about the same as this one. It's just this skin is so low because it's the clunkiest looking skin. Darius is very chunky. It is the most unique looking Darius skin. Like if someone locks the skin in, you know that this is Darius. Like there's no one else with green tubes that's like a Noxian that like glow up when you do something. So I mean, it's definitely a cool skin. It just feels terrible. And honestly, if I it just word of mouth, like Bioforge feels better than Dunkmaster. Like honestly, because the W on Dunkmaster is horrendous. Like it's actually abysmal. Like it's actually terrible. The W cast is awful. So next up is I don't even remember the name. GodKing Darius. I don't know why I was thinking like some dog oriented name. And personally, I put this under default like every day of the week. Um, and a lot of Darius mains are seething right now because Dunkmaster is lower than this skin, and GodKing is lower than all of these skins. And the reason for that is because while the W feels good and the Q is clear, the animations, the auto attack animations, the movement animations, the ult animation, they're all just so bad, man. Like this skin is really like all cosmetic. Like if you want to look amazing, you play this. You lock this in because it's, I mean, yeah, between like legendary skins, Dunkmaster and this skin, like this skin obviously feels better to use than Dunkmaster, but if I want to like BM by being flashy, I'm locking in Dunkmaster. Like the whole thematics and like everything like that of the skin doesn't really draw me in at all. I don't really care for it like whatsoever. um yeah, so next skin I'm going to be doing the lunar skin. This skin also feels very amazing to use. Like I honestly put it over this one because it actually has other things going for it. It's a very unique skin. These skins are basically neck and neck as far as like I know I said I wasn't going to rate it off of like overall how good the skins are with like the VFX, oh my goodness, and the SFX, but this skin literally has it all. Great ult animation because it has the original ult animation, has all of the original animations with great audio, great visuals. It's just an amazing Darius skin, honestly. Chromas, all the chromas look good, and it looks great in game too. So next up, I guess, is Academy, and you know, no surprise, Academy also an S. It's an amazing feeling skin. I think it looks good in game. It's very basic while still being nothing like the default or like a Lord Darius. Like, because to me, the first skin release should always be a second default. Like, I don't want the first skin to be Jin and the next skin High Noon Jin. Like, I want like Jin and then I want Kata Jin. I want Renata Glass and then I want Admiral Glass. I don't want Jin and then High Noon Jin or Draven and then Soul Reaver Draven. I want Darius and then Lord Darius. Okay? So next up, we got, I'm going to go with Woad King. Woad King, classic skin, old skin. It's literally just default but blue. I love the theme of the skin. It's Darius if he was Trendamere, basically. So I'm gonna give this an A. Also feels amazing to use, so it actually goes over Dunkmaster in this aspect. Um, I think it's a wonderful skin. Feels amazing. You know, there's not much I can say about it. Like, if this is purely rated in how good the skins feel to use, then I feel like this is more than accurate. Like on how good they actually feel to use. Um, like I'm never putting this over default in like fluidity. Like never, 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 never. And then finally, like with High Noon. High Noon is one of those skins where it's like you have to like appreciate that hollow feel. Like autoing people with this skin and like using it, queuing them, it feels very hollow. It doesn't feel solid. So for that, I'm gonna put it over GodKing because it still feels better to use than GodKing, but visually, like it's hollow and it doesn't feel that great. Um, Now, honestly, for a lot of people, it's just GodKing is too low on my list for it to be even seen as valid. But if you want me to be honest with you, I don't like Dance Till You're Dead. I don't really care for that meme, so I'm not really getting like it's not getting any Reddit brownie points for me. So yeah. And I mean, like, there's just not much going on with the skin. Like, it has special like voice lines for when you're like behind or like barely behind or tied or whatever. That's cool and good and all, but like, if my auto attack WQ, auto attack R combo feels like it's going to be slower in this skin than default or fucking Academy or fucking Woad King, then like, or I'm gonna animation cancel, or not animation cancel, I'm gonna auto attack cancel, or fucking do some stupid shit because the skin doesn't feel right. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put it underneath fucking default and Academy and fucking Lord Darius. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. But I think Bioforge is just generally disliked by Darius fans. You really don't see anyone going Bioforge unless they like unboxed it in a case or got a random skin if those still exist or something like that. But yeah, this is my my Darius tier list. Dreadnova, Lunar Beast, Lord, Academy, Woad King, what's it called? Dunkmaster, Default, High Noon, this skin, and yeah, GodKing and Bioforge. I think that's exactly where all these skins belong. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me. Like, nobody likes Lord Darius. Nobody likes Lord Darius. Nobody is gonna put Dunkmaster and GodKing underneath Dreadnova. Like, no one's gonna think Dreadnova is the best unless they're absolutely 100% like you only play Darius. Like, Darius is what you play in League of Legends. So yeah, that's my tier list video. Thanks for watching.